Hey everyone, you're watching another Game Informer live stream. That's Kyle Hilliard, he's waving. I got Jason A. Striker over here. He's doing all the camera switches. He doesn't have a camera on him though, do you?
Well, I might right now. Hey, how's it going? Now it's gonna go away. Sorry guys.
I'm Andy Reiner. I'm wearing a Super Replay shirt to promote one of our shows.
I'm just wearing a regular shirt. It doesn't have anything on it.
You fail, Kyle.
I didn't know.
Today we're playing Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. I played all the way through this game and it's absolutely incredible. Everybody should play it. You're gonna see why here in a second. Kyle's gonna jump in. He's never played it, but he has played Far Cry 3, so
yeah, I finished
should be smooth sailing unless Kyle really sucks, at which point I'll take the controller from him and beat him with it,
okay.
And then I'll play the game.
I'm totally fine with this.
So this game's out now on Xbox 360 today, as of midnight this morning, I guess. PS3 and PC. And like I said, you absolutely have to play it. It's hilarious. It's a throwback to the 80s, sci-fi.
Lots of explosion, like just weapons that just destroy everything from what I've seen.
For me, being an older person who grew up in the 80s and thought this science fiction of the future, this kind of vision was realistic, like, man, Last Starfighter is going to be awesome. It's kind of sad to play it and see that we're just being mocked the entire time. So we got the chat up and running. You guys can interact with us. Kyle's going to be playing, so I'm going to just sit and see what you guys have to say. Someone just brought up it's Wednesday play or Wednesplay.
Yeah, Wednesplay.
Wednesplay. It works with any day of the week. We did miss Tuesplay, but I think we made the right call because this is the game to see this week. And that's kind of how we're going to do it from now on, is every week it will be whatever the best game is and whatever day that releases on. So Kyle, you should probably be wearing your headset so you can hear what's going on. Or are you reading?
I'm reading. I can read, actually.
Okay.
That's something I'm good at. I know how the alphabet
You should
works.
listen to it. The audio is fantastic.
Well, everyone else can hear it, right? Like
you got to hear the music.
Which one's my left and my right? There, I got it. Oh, gosh.
Kyle's breaking things.
Some heavy breathing.
I somehow just made Razor Bits' day.
Okay. Just by being
there
here
we go.
And playing Far Cry.
Yeah, I think it's $15. It's totally worth it. It's not the longest game. If you just play Critical Path, you could probably beat it in a few hours. But if you want to do all the outposts and stuff,
like brushing his teeth or something.
If you want to do all the outposts and stuff like that, it's probably 5, 6, 7 hours, something like that.
And you don't need Far Cry 3.
Correct.
Right?
This is a standalone game. It's only downloadable. You can't buy it in stores unless you're buying one of those point cards or whatever.
Yeah.
For people that don't like putting their credit card info into their game systems, which I'm finding is a lot of people actually. I was kind of shocked by that.
Yeah. It also keeps you, prevents that danger of like accidentally buying stuff, I guess, if you really want to break it down into why.
And one thing I'll point out toward the end of this game is my moment of the year so far. It is such a great story sequence, just like this. I won't ruin it for you, but I was laughing all the way through it, and it was pretty long. So you'll know which one I'm talking about when you get there.
So are there a lot of these like 2D sort of slightly animated sequences? Is that kind of how the story is delivered?
Yeah, lots of them. A surprising amount, actually. Bertz and I were laughing. Bertz reviewed it. We were like, they kind of went Kojima on this. Like, there's a lot of story here. But it's all pretty funny. And yeah, that's your character, Rex Colt there on the right.
Rex Colt Power, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think he's Commander, or Sergeant, no, Commander Rex Colt Power.
Okay.
And he's a cyborg. I missed out with what's happening in the chat. Seems like there's some crazy stuff with Jason. What did you do?
Somebody wants us to play BioShock.
I think they want me to play to redeem my my past Far Cry 3 sins.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, hopefully, hopefully I can inspire some new sins. Oh, this is. Let's see if people make fun of me for this. This will be good.
Kyle's going to change from normal controls to silly controls.
Silly controls. I believe that's what it's called in the menu. Oh god, this is so better now. I can actually kill people.
Dude, shoot the gun.
I'm shooting it and singing.
You can
apparently
blow up anything that's like orange.
Oh, okay. Who's singing?
I believe that is music that is playing.
Oh, okay. I thought someone was singing like in the helicopter, or my character. I was like, that's not what I expected Rex's voice to sound like.
You must be confused often when you watch movies.
Who's talking? His mouth is moving and voices are coming out. I don't understand what's
Where's
going
that
on.
music coming from?
Wait, is this music
great
actually
timing.
happening in the scene? Is this diegetic music?
Kyle,
What's
someone's
going on?
asking how old you are. You don't have to reveal that.
Oh, okay. I'm I don't know, like 27 or 28, I think. I'm genuinely not sure. Like I have to ask my wife. Like I don't even know. I have to like do the math on my birthday and stuff. Is that a buddy of mine? I don't want to shoot them, do I? The answer to that question was no, I think.
What'd you just do? No, you were supposed to do that.
Oh, okay.
I gotta do my shit. I'll find the bunker entrance.
And I'll provide the distraction. Let's
Kyle,
show
what
them
is the
how Cyborg
reason
renders
behind switching the controls?
Just how I learned it, I guess, if that makes sense. Whatever first game that I played a twin stick shooter, not a twin stick shooter, but a dual control stick shooter, that was what it was set as, and that's what I learned it as. And now I don't want to switch back. People tell me I should, but I just now it's kind of like I have to, you know, just to stand my ground, I guess. I don't know. I think me and Bert's play inverted in the office. I think that's about it. And we just are constantly arguing with everybody else.
Nice crotch grab there. Yeah, Kyle, I can go both ways. I learned to love going both ways. And, you know, no matter, as soon as I touch the controller, I'm just
You just
comfortable
figure
with
it out.
Yep.
I'm just not as good a gamer as you. That's what it comes down to.
You balding Reiner. Of course.
Well, is that a question for me? Am I balding Reiner?
Are you balding Reiner?
Okay. Yes.
Am I
I
balding?
stress him out constantly.
I'm balling and I'm balding.
Balding Reiner. You should pay to change your gamer tag.
Actually, it depends on the time of month. Like when we're in deadline, it'll be a little longer and then shorter and fuller and less hair.
That's like A to jump in Portal, kind of. It's funny that I mentioned that I could read earlier, and then it sort of put me on the spot to check to make sure I really could.
Dan is also balding. A lot of us are balding here. There are dragons in this. Kyle's going to get to them very shortly.
Are they bloody?
No, but they explode into purple blood, purple
Excellent.
juice.
I'm sold. Is it like
That's all it takes.
Purplesaurus Rex that comes out? That stuff is
You're going to
awesome.
see a bunch of them right out of the gate here.
I'm enjoying these little brief dialogues here.
It's not cool.
Moving allows you to go in many exciting directions.
Oh God, I skipped that. I hope I didn't miss
Running is
anything.
like walking, only faster.
I wish there was an option sometimes for games like this to just be like, I played Far Cry 3. I know the general controls.
I know how to play. There will be a couple of little things here that are different.
Oh sure, but like at least let me skip the like, you know, tap the or click the control stick to run kind of stuff.
Sneaking up to an enemy.
There is no multiplayer.
I don't know, was the multiplayer in Far Cry 3 really like, were people excited about that? I played through the co-op with my wife and it was,
More easily.
It was okay.
I don't know, I didn't like it at all. I thought it was a total waste of time.
Who won the Super Replay T-shirt contest? We're still trying to figure that out. We'll know shortly.
Distract unsuspecting enemies with your D20. Nerd.
Wow, people are mean in the chat today. Someone said Kyle said something smart.
I'm pretty smart sometimes. I have a bachelor's degree.
Yeah, you're very smart.
Spider,
Full of
these guys
smarts.
are mega force.
But we'll just call these people out.
Just called
And we'll have the nice people attack them and become evil people.
There we go. I like that plan.
So it'll be like this the circle of life on the internet.
After a blade takedown, you can
So
change
Tim Groover, let's attack him. And then before he can defend himself, we will ban him. And let's see who said that. Kyle.
Oh, that
is
was
smart.
fun. Well, that's kind of a compliment.
Knife
I,
got
you
you,
know.
Tom.
Kyle said something smart. That is serious. So you guys can bash him too.
Serious. Is it with an I? Like Sirius Black?
People saying jerk.
Yeah.
Tim, you suck.
from the ABCs of war.
Okay, pretty typical Far Cry stuff. Right trigger to shoot your weapon. Familiar with that?
Favorite candy of the Game Informer staff? I think we've gone into this a lot.
Sweet tart jelly beans.
Yeah, those are good.
I like the kind with sugar in it.
Sweet tart.
Yeah,
Sweet tart jelly
so,
beans
like,
is
all
what
of
you're
them.
thinking of.
Lots of sugar candies here at Game Informer. Kim, of all people, keeps a stash of candy on her desk for everyone.
And that's why we keep her around. No, we love Kim. And
I'll
her
pretty much
candy.
eat anything. People are saying, am I a Twix guy, a Nerds guy? I'll eat all that stuff, like, in excess.
There's also Tim's a big fan of Warheads. I think Dan paid him like $20 to eat 20 Warheads or something
At
once.
once.
Yeah.
In his mouth at once.
Yeah. Apparently there's a video on Dan's phone, but it's really boring because it's just him eating a bunch of candy and it's not very exciting.
Is it still okay to make fun of Dan? Absolutely. We can make fun of anybody here.
I mean, what else are you going to do
Except
with Dan?
for me, apparently.
Just don't be
Like,
mean,
pay him
people.
respect,
That's all we're asking.
or-
After performing a blade takedown, you can
No, I
target
could just
a
shoot.
nearby enemy.
Oh, I actually kind of wish I had done that now.
People want you and Kim to sing.
Sing? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So this is the interesting thing about this game, how it starts out. It's very Far Cry 3 at this point, where you're just kind of a guy, you're this crazy looking cyborg guy, but your weapons don't do a lot of damage. You're just kind of working your way through, being a little stealthy.
Arms to avoid
Stealing hearts from chests. You know, pretty
And Kyle,
typical Far Cry
pause the
stuff.
game if you could, and let's go into the skills. So you'll see here that he's just going to start leveling up, and there isn't the foraging and stuff like that from the last game, or making your own gear and stuff like that. So as he levels up, his stuff is going to become better. His health, his stats, all that stuff, and then go back. And then he has weapons. Let's see, go
Oh,
to-
where are they? Data console?
They might not be unlocked yet. Yeah, they're not unlocked yet, so
Okay.
you can get out. Oh, yeah, that was just a different skill thing.
Sure.
But he'll have weapons that he'll be able to upgrade soon. And the upgrades include, like, you have a shotgun that's one barrel. It'll be quadruple barrel. There'll be 4 barrels on it. A sniper rifle that shoots explosive rounds that you can get, like, almost automatic fire for. So, I mean, it's like the greatest weapon you've ever had in, like, a Borderlands game, but in a kind of serious game like this.
Yes, serious.
Well, the action, you know what I mean.
yeah. Not the tone. The tone is not serious.
Reiner, I think I just had the most amazing idea. So once we start doing live replays, can we call it Yesterplay?
Ooh, that's pretty good.
I really like this.
I like it too.
Everybody vote for Yesterplay.
Yes, stir, play. Yes, stir, play.
We might start doing those when our studio's set up, right?
Hell yeah, we will.
So you just get straight. You don't get to choose like your skills. Like you
Nope,
just kind
just
of get
keep-
experience and stuff.
Keep getting experience. The one thing that sucks is, so you see you have 3 hearts there.
to access your
You're not
Yeah.
you're probably gonna use 10 total in the game, or maybe 15 or 20. But that can go up to 99, but to get as much money as you need to level up every weapon, you're gonna wanna loot as many corpses as you can. And that just takes time. It's just that, as you'll see, it's just this slow animation.
Of like stealing their hearts.
Yeah, which kind of sucks. But there are chests hidden across the island that give you money. And just killing
That's
blood
like-
dragons gives you instant cash. But yeah, you got to do
There really
this
isn't
every
enough
time.
love out there for
So there you go.
for animation, like reload animations. Like good reload animations are always really fun. I got one dude. Where is he? There you are.
Jason, you could talk about the studio.
Pop.
I guess I could. We do kind of have a studio. Well, it's more of a closet where we record replay in. So we're going to be actually in the room that we're currently in right now. We're going to be building this out and getting a little better video equipment. It's going to take some time, though. We're currently researching a bunch of stuff, and we just want to make sure that we get the right stuff down. Don't want to make any missteps. It's a lot of money, but yeah, we might be doing some more live stuff once we do have the studio.
And the thing is, we have what you're seeing in the camera view. That's about a quarter of the room. It's an extensive, really long room. We're going to have sets set up, hopefully. We have a sound room, a dedicated sound room, just like if you went to a music studio to record some music. So it's going to be pretty sweet once it's all done.
We're gonna start doing like regular rap albums and stuff like that. That's the plan.
Rap play.
Rap play. So we just play Def Jam over and over.
Maybe some green screen stuff with replay.
Oh,
Who knows what's gonna happen? Us flying around in space. Maybe a big Doritos ad behind us in Mountain
Or
Dew.
Sweet Tart Jelly Beans.
Oh yeah.
That's why you're our
That's the sponsor
idea
I
guy,
want.
Reiner. Mm-hmm. Brilliant. Not really. Somebody asked about a Vita capture card. I don't think there's certainly nothing official that exists. I heard something on the Giant Bombcast that they bought something that's kind of a roundabout way, not the best quality. We're looking into it though. We might get one. That would be awesome.
All right.
So does he have like weird because like in Far Cry 3, was it Jason Brody would like if you didn't have any health packs, like he would straighten out his thumb, like like he would fix his broken thumb and that would heal the rest of his body. Are there any like weird animations like that for Blood Dragon? Because like I'm already kind of enamored with the sort of animations of his hands and stuff like that, like the way he reloads his clip.
So that jerk Tim Groover's asking when Joe Juba is going to take on Tyson. Very shortly. We are weeks away, I would say. Not days yet, but weeks.
I blow up this guy.
Is your Soul Sacrifice review done yet, Jason?
It is
Close?
99%
Okay.
done. It'll probably be posted right after this. Yeah, I had some
Or
stuff come
tomorrow?
up, so
We'll see.
hopefully after this.
Uh-oh. Dead controller.
I'm gonna go get some batteries. BRB.
Woo! Batteries. Is this rechargeable or is this batteries? This is batteries. Okay.
If Joe doesn't win, will we do another Mario Party
I
replay?
had my eye on
We're going to do all the Mario parties eventually. It's just a matter of
All
time.
of them.
I mean, we're going to do every game ever.
Yeah, that's the goal. I mean, yeah. Is that guy in a turret? He's giving me a hard time here. Let's see. Just grenade him.
I'm interested in the Soul Sacrifice review too. I thought the game looked kind of cool. Be nice to play my Vita again.
You got ahead of
Did you play Guacamelee?
Not on my Vita.
Yeah, you got to play. Yeah, that's good. Oh, you played on PS3.
Yeah.
Okay. And Thomas Was Alone that I reviewed was pretty good too.
Who?
Thomas Was Alone.
I don't know what
the
that is.
Vita?
That sounds too weird for me.
good. It's about geometric shapes.
broken heart.
See replays of Jaguar games? Yes.
Should I go ahead and replace him now, or should we wait till I die again? Let's go ahead and replace him now.
I should ask Chris when he wants to be on an episode of replay. Might have a lot of time on his hands here coming forward in the next couple of weeks.
We would just come hang out all the time in the office. Boom. Did you guys see my reload animation with those batteries? It's pretty slick.
Yeah, very nice. G.I. Patrick says, I'm playing Infamous 2 again after the story on Game Informer. I think he's talking about Mike Futter's Moments piece, right? If that's true, that's awesome. I'm glad people check out those stories and are inspired to play the games.
Plus, it's a good game, too.
Oh, it's a great game.
I'm a big Infamous fan.
Fun, really fun game. Those games are always fun.
Kyle, shoot some stuff, please.
I can't. I'm on a ladder. Sorry.
Shoot yourself up the ladder.
The music is like genuinely intense. Like even though it's kind of goofy and like there's neon lighting everywhere, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Whatever we're doing it.
Objective complete.
So is that like the lightsaber knife from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy that you can make toast while you're cutting? Remember that? That's what that is.
Yeah, nice. You flipped the bird. Yeah.
So there's no enemies around and you click the melee. You just.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
So what the hell is so he flips the bird and then is the
I served under
yeah
him too,
that is
Spider.
part of the package
No
flips
way
the
he
gun.
went rogue.
and flips the gun.
Not him.
Oh, I can already shoot. That's cool. Oh,
Let's
no.
just get
Oh, I don't have any ammo for that gun. That's
figure out
probably
what
what
the
it is.
hell is
Click, click, click. It's like a Naked Gun or something.
Yeah, I'm totally digging this soundtrack.
Yeah, the music's great. Power Glove did a track. Really nice
Power
collection.
Space Glove, not the heavy metal Power Glove.
Correct.
Eliminate all Omega Force soldiers.
And the voice acting is so good.
Like, it's kind of ridiculous, right? Like, for the
Oh,
sake
yeah.
of being ridiculous. I think I threw that right at him as opposed to.
Yeah, I read some other critics' reviews, and one person was like, I think the story is a parody. I'm not sure. And it's like, really?
No, this seems really serious and like, you know, there's a lot of character development I've already seen here, you know.
Detecting heavily armored cyber soldiers.
Yeah, I wished in Far Cry 3, actually, you were talking about a little early how the animation of taking the hearts. I wished one of the upgrades that you could have bought was that you could just loot people by walking over them.
I'm gonna save you some time. Don't take any more hearts.
Okay, I'm already done. 11's plenty.
They're gonna wipe you clean. This is a
God.
pro tip for everyone. After he gets through the intro here, they're gonna take everything from you.
I think that's one of the, he's probably a fire dude, right?
Favorite character trailer for GTA
who's
5?
that
I only watched them over Kyle's shoulder. We've been
That's
spending
right.
a lot of time together.
Yeah. It's been nice, frankly.
Yeah, I think Franklin's, as Kyle just kind of pointed out. Yeah, I thought that one was good.
I actually don't know all their names. Who was the last one? The crazy one. Because it's Michael Franklin and whoever the crazy
Trevor.
guy. Trevor's was really
Trevor's funny.
hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a bunch of stories on Grand Theft Auto up on our site tomorrow, 4 of them to be exact, showing off something else that we got to take a look at besides trailers.
Use the catwalk to quietly position yourself above the enemy before dropping down on them.
Oh. I was hoping to drop down on him.
They want you to take a look at the names of the guns when you get a chance.
Oh, how do I do that? Oh, I guess like this, right? The Phasertron, a Molotox, Galleria, mine. That's pretty funny. Cobra Con, C400.
Enemies are
I like
targeting the
Phasertron.
And you'll get a bunch more weapons here soon.
So is it like Far Cry 3 where there's like tons of different assault rifles and tons of different snipers, or there's like you upgrade a couple?
You just keep
specific
upgrading
weapons?
the same ones.
Okay.
You only really upgrade 5 weapons, and then you'll get some other weapons that are ridiculously overpowered that you can't upgrade.
Objective
Okay.
failure. Lieutenant Brown has died
Uh-oh.
before
I didn't
completing
realize
your
how to check
objective.
something. I actually prefer that because then you kind of get an ownership over your guns, you know? Like otherwise you're just sort of like throwing them away when you're done with them. And
When are we announcing the next cover story? Have we announced the announce of the announce yet? I don't think we have.
I think we had a teaser trailer for the announcement.
Yeah, we got to put up the teaser trailer first for the announce of the announce.
I have to cut the mics here so you guys don't accidentally
Get to that
spoil that we're
catwalk.
going to announce a new cover, or
I think so, yeah.
Oh, boy.
No comment. There may or may not be a new cover in the future.
Yourself above the enemy before dropping down on them.
There may be 12 of them this year, or maybe not. You never know.
Change another setting.
we
real
could
quick.
get a bonus month.
June and a half. Sorry guys, I know this is probably annoying. Just want to trim the sensitivity a little bit.
Are you guys Rockstar now? What does that even mean?
Announcements of announcements.
I am a Rockstar.
I want to get up on this catwalk. There we go. Then I can drop down on dudes.
Yeah. What
Ooh, I wanna
sound do
see
you
that.
make when you drop down on people, Kyle?
Oh, are those guys too? I don't know if I can
Get
do
him,
that.
get him.
We're gonna go for it. Yeah! Oh, where's the other
Well.
guy? Got them both.
Jason did it.
Yep. Somebody's got to. Dan's not here.
I can sneak up
New
on that
CD
guy.
is fantastic. It's the best yet.
God, I want this music more in my life.
Oh gosh, there's like 1,000 people.
Detecting heavily armored cyber soldiers. Use heavy ordnance.
Whoa! Get out of here. Make him come to me.
If someone came to Game Informer with a sequel to Blue Stinger or Overblood, I would argue fiercely that we had to do it.
Like we had to publish it?
We had to do the cover story on it.
Oh, okay.
Like, we would absolutely have to do it.
Whoop.
Yeah, the whole Team Boneless and the whole Buffalo Wings thing was absolutely ridiculous, but hilarious. And only Dan Reichert could get something like that up and running.
He has, yeah, super social media powers. And he uses it for
Good?
stupid crap like that.
Oh, no, that too. That guy's gonna kill my friend. Or I might kill my friend with this grenade. Oh, I got him.
I'm spinning, but I'm safe.
You guys don't mind if I hum the music, right?
Yeah, Dan is verified on Twitter. He showed everyone on staff how to get verified. So hopefully we'll all be verified.
Yeah, that's a life goal for me. I'm not even
whatever.
really being entirely
I don't
sarcastic.
know why we want to be verified, but I don't know.
I just want that badass check mark next to my name.
I'm going to get 2 of them.
One on either
A
side.
red one and a blue one.
So my life goals were like,
That's for going invert and not.
life goals were like, family, and then like writing for gaming publication, getting McDonald's lunch with Jim Riley, and verified on Twitter. And I'm good. Should be it.
Let's find that mainframe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
This part's pretty cool, actually.
Okay. Every time I get a chance to look at the game, we're just like climbing ladders or running down corridors or flipping people off.
Kyle!
If you click it fast, you do both hands.
Okay.
That
Look at that missile. It's
is
great.
really cool.
If you lost an arm and got a prosthetic cyborg arm,
Last I heard, we were
how quickly do you think you'd flip the bird?
testing payload
Probably
dispersal.
that's how I would calibrate
like-
my fingers. Probably.
It's like, remember when Luke was getting his hand made and like that little robot was like
They would touch
poking and
it.
prodding
Yeah,
and testing out how it worked? The first thing he should have done right after that is flip off that robot just to test. Because that's a good, good dexterity of how your hand moves.
There it is.
We found the mainframe.
Just like sliding around.
Awesome.
Work your black magic, Lieutenant.
Hey, don't be
Story's
scared
so
of my
good.
boy's skills now.
Alert.
Is that Phil Lamar probably
Temple bunker.
doing voice work? He just appears and everything.
Someone did come by the office once that scared the crap out of us with a cake of Tale of the Sun. Yeah.
They did
weird.
get a tour though, didn't they?
Pre-launch
I don't remember. I remember we took pictures next to the cake.
strike protocol.
I feel like one of those pictures surfaced recently because I wasn't here when you guys did the Tale of the Sun, but I remember seeing that picture
Moving
recently.
into position, Lieutenant. I'll cover you.
You better.
Aquaman lost a hand prior to New 52, and then they redid the universe, and he got his hand back. But he also had a water hand for a while.
Didn't you have like a hook,
He had a hook for a while.
Come back in one piece.
like
Got a
Buster
white
Bluth?
kid waiting for you.
Direct. If this don't work, you tell them. You tell them I died for my country. Yeah.
Tell her that yourself. You hear me?
People are asking if it was scary. If someone you don't know comes to your office with a cake with a
food.
caveman on it, it's kind of cool. That was really cool. The family was cool. Ended up being really fun, but it was probably not scary, but it was unexpected.
Just do it.
Ever told you about my cake prank idea? I want to make a cake out of corned beef, and then tell everyone that it's red velvet cake, and see how long it takes for everyone to figure it out. Probably be pretty quick.
As soon as you try to cut into it, you'd have to like have it served up on a fork for them.
Well, it kind of looks like red velvet. That's why I think I'd get away with it for like 5 minutes. So now you know if I ever bring in red velvet cake, just get someone else to taste it first.
Someone's asking if I ever got into the DC Marvel crossover comics. Yes, I even read Amalgam. How's that for a memory? There was also the event where they pitted characters against each other, like Aquaman versus Namor.
I actually remember that. I'm not a huge comic guy, but like I do remember that and reading some of those.
But Amalgam was like, what if Batman and Wolverine had the same DNA and they were the same kind of characters they are in their universes, but one guy?
Recoded. The CPU second.
Hurry.
He rushed pathetic, baby.
Prank owl. Oh boy. Dan Reichert is a handful. That's what I'll say.
I guess that's a compliment.
He's like a living, breathing Spencer Gifts.
Hit that guy. He's behind a wall. There we go.
Worst game this year so far. Did Alien come out this year?
Yeah, I think so.
Colonial Marines? Yeah, I think that's got to be it, hands down, right?
What about like Star Trek? People have been.
I think Aliens is worse than that from what
Yeah.
I've seen. But I mean, that would
Aliens
mean-
also has a lot of people getting excited about it before release and that kind of thing too, which always plays in. But a crappy game's a crappy game.
Interesting revelation. I think it was yesterday I asked Twitter what the worst game was that they played this year. Or this console generation. I asked this console generation. And for guys like us who are playing everything that they can get their hands on. That's our job, to play as many games as we can. We play a lot more bad games than most people do. There's a lot of people that might only play like 4 or 5 games a year, maybe 15, 20 in a generation.
Yeah.
So they'll say like Res Evil 6 or Heavy Rain. You know, there's people that just, this is the worst one I played. I only play games that are reviewed 9+.
Yeah.
So that was really interesting to see, just kind of different gaming tendencies and the level of commitment to playing as many games as possible versus people that just kind of play the good stuff.
AI corrupted. Blood.
Decapitation strike countdown has begun.
I agree. Heavy Rain was a lot of fun. I did not say I was. Quit swearing. I did not say it was.
Heavy Rain is fine.
My
We like
least
Heavy Rain.
favorite.
What?
Kinetica.
The David Jaffe racing game? Is that? Am I thinking of the right thing? Where you were like human motorcycles? Is that Kinetica?
I don't know if it was Dave Jaffe, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I don't think I never played it. So that's why I'm not talking about
Jason's
it.
giving you angry eyes.
Wasn't that
And
Twisted
no.
Pixel that did that game?
Kinetica?
Objective.
No, the game that you were talking about, like the runaway motorcycle, and you're like attached to it.
Oh, well, that's coming out.
That's coming out.
But the one I'm thinking, Kinetica was like this extreme
PS2
G
game, right?
sort of like sci-fi. Yeah, it was a PS2 sci-fi racing game.
If only we could find over 300 people to look it up for us.
If only the internet existed. Let's see if I'm right. I'm pretty sure it's a David Jaffe game. Like that was pre-God of War, but post-Twisted Metal.
Gamma says Delta. Countdown revived.
Stress test is always around. We just got to find the right game to do and discuss what we want to do.
Oh gosh.
Replay 2037. I don't know. We haven't been sent any tapes from the future in a while, so we'll have to just wait and see if those come back.
It could be. It's the right time period, I think. And it was developed at Santa Monica Studios.
Oh, are you looking it up, Jason?
Yep.
Do I win something if I'm right?
I don't make fun of you.
Yes, I've been trying to get that for a while. Do I need to get out of here, or do I need to just stay alive?
I need to shoot more stuff.
Shooting walls and
Yeah.
floors.
Yeah.
And reloading entirely too much.
But it's so cool when you do.
I know, that's half the reason I'm doing it. Let's see.
Jaffe was executive producer of Kinetica.
All right, Jason, you can no longer make fun of me because you do so much.
Damn it.
You walk up to my desk and you're like, hey, idiot, why don't you say
Jerk.
something smart?
So I can make fun of it. Dork.
All right, so what do you think so far,
I've
Kyle?
never made fun of Kyle.
I don't think you have.
I should
I'm-
should start though.
I'm enjoying it. I'm excited to play more.
I love the color tones that they got going here. Very 80s science fiction with the architecture and stuff that's going on. And especially when you go outside and the atmosphere is kind of hazy red and greens. And
Yeah, I definitely want to get outside more. Like this sort of situation that I'm in right now, where you're just kind of in the middle of a gunfight, was that wasn't my favorite part of Far Cry 3. Like just like walking around the world and exploring and stuff like that, and just sort of getting into little skirmishes as you were traveling around was always a lot of fun. But just like straight up, hey, here's a room that you got to stay in to shoot some dudes. Like is not quite as exciting as just being outside. So I can't wait to get outside. and
Oh,
start
hold
some
on. The
stuff.
jerk alarm's going off. Cyrus1 says, guys, you're gamers.
Yes.
Says,
accurate.
you should be able to see a screen icon telling you WTF to go. Use your all caps eyes.
I see it. I do see it, but there's some dudes over there, and I'm out of grenades. I believe that's how it's pronounced.
You don't. I think that's how he sounds too.
Oh gosh, I'm out of health stuff too. Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, I was asking about that earlier. Fixing his arm up. That's cool.
There's a bunch of different animations for that, and they're all pretty cool.
Oh, is that? That's not it. There we go. I'm in trouble here. I'm about to get
What
cornered.
you are doing is grinding XP, which is very good.
Right in the face. There we go.
Cyrus just doesn't get it.
18 shots. Maybe I want to shoot these dudes, even though I just explained how I don't really want to be doing this. All right, let's see. It's probably just a button over here. I got those guys away. Is that all? I just really needed to walk over there.
Funny
Whatever.
story.
Whatever, I'm having fun. I don't care.
Funny story about Donald Duck, Maui Mallard. We do have that in the vault. We almost did that for a super replay, or no, a replay.
Regular replay.
Replay proper. When was that? Last week?
No. I think we did Maui Mallard way back in the day, but
There was another one.
There was another
Samurai.
No, it was another like superhero Donald Duck one.
Is this a Super Nintendo game, or is this like a?
I want to say it was Genesis.
I know there was like a PS2 game where you were like there was a superhero Donald Duck type
See,
thing.
now I gotta find it.
We were gonna do one last week, and then we're like, we've done too many ducks.
Yep.
And we just shut it all down, and we all went home. That's a true story, actually.
Yeah, that is what happened.
Really excited for Lego Marvel superheroes.
Somebody nailed it. PK Duck.
Was
Yep,
that a PlayStation
that was the
2
one,
game?
right?
Okay.
Too many duck games.
Yep.
We'll get to it eventually.
Church Cheetah needs a game. That's like that's old school Game Informer.
HUD rebooting.
Not really old school. That's like a year old. Just shoot him.
Wouldn't that be great if they did do Lego Marvel versus DC next? It'd be so amazing.
That's Dr. Darling. Dr. Elizabeth.
Dr.
Veronica.
Dark.
We will do
Veronica
DuckTales.
Darling.
We will do a stream on DuckTales when it comes out.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Colonel Sloan, it's us. Sergeant.
I just bought all the seasons on DVD of DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, and Darkwing Duck.
I bought the DVD of the movie, and it was like super expensive actually. Not super expensive, but it was like $30 or something for the DVD, which is
Shopping at Barnes & Noble?
That's the only way I couldn't find. It's like it's not regularly available. You know, like it was a little difficult to find.
You're missing the funny.
Oh, sorry. I want to talk about DuckTales.
Price of power, boys. She's a mean, demanding bitch. She's a wildcat in the sack.
Sir, what happened? They said you went off the reservation. It's gotta be a mistake.
Ever since the nuking of Canada and the invasion of Australia,
Such a good villain.
the world's been floundering something fierce.
World's been
We've
floundering
lost
something
our
fierce.
way, gentlemen. And now the government, our government.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get to start taking on some side missions. The writing on those is so good. Just the mission titles are funny.
I have a means to redress the balance. Rex, it's lost it, man. What are your orders regarding me and Omega Force, huh? How much does Washington know?
I'm sorry, sir. I respect you, but I can't.
And you bought into their goddamn lies. What a pity.
We should try to bring
Download
James
my
Domi in for
mainframe
DuckTales.
Cortex.
That guy knows his animated ducks.
That was insane.
I know what you're planning.
Like, I was a little freaked out during that. I think Tim was. Like, everybody was like, what's going on?
I enjoyed it. I liked it.
Oh, I did too.
Yeah,
like-
but it was a little intense. You're
yeah,
like, oh
it was a
god.
terrifying degree of knowledge in that one particular field.
What the fuck?
That's like that scene from Batman.
Anyone can start a line. You're taken offline.
Bane!
Yeah. He baned him.
You are dead. I imprinted you Mark IVs with all my combat savvy, right? Tell you what, I'm giving you a shot at the brass ring, boy.
That's the one that made you getting backhanded in the face.
Let's go. That looks like it really hurt.
Sergeant Rex Colt,
Wait, who is this?
Dr. Elizabeth Darling. I keyed into your comm when I was examining.
All right, so here we go. So now this is the game proper. You're gonna get out onto the island here. As soon as you get through this cave,
I'm sending you.
they're gonna tell you to crawl here, but you don't have to crawl until you get out of the
Why
cave.
should I
Oh, good
trust
enough.
you?
Because I hate Sloan.
Oh,
He's not badass yet. He's leveling up, dude.
Stay low and stay quiet. The blood dragons have poor eyesight and a hunger for humans and cyborgs.
But dragons.
hello? Fuck.
Anyone else having video problems? Someone's
Exit
asking.
located. Objective. Escape.
So I did level up, right? So I can kind of look and see what because you just automatically get skills, right? So, so I just okay, additional health one. Okay.
Yep, so that's where you're at there.
Cool.
Next one, you'll get improved stability with the bow.
You have no equipment and are completely defenseless.
Everyone says no,
Avoid
get better
all
internet,
contact
dude.
With cyber soldiers.
Just a quick trip to the store for some better internet.
Costco, get the big internet. All right, so Kyle is not looking straight down. He's not that type of gamer. He's not Jimmy Fallon. This is a scripted sequence to introduce the Blood Dragon.
Blood Dragon!
To be fair, I think Jimmy Fallon looked at the ceiling.
And a vent for a long time on network TV.
Whoa.
Dr. Darling mentioned they possess poor eyesight. Crouching may be advisable.
All right, so
This is so weird.
oh yeah, it's great. So now they want you to do stealth, and this is the only time you'll really do it.
Okay, be like sort of required to.
Ah!
Oh jeez.
Careful,
You're
Kyle.
terrible. Now you got to run, dude.
Nice.
No, he's
His
gonna
Kool-Aid
shoot you
changed
with
colors.
his heart laser.
That looks like he's pretty enamored with that wall over there.
I'll get out of there. Oh,
Okay.
God.
Okay.
Now run. Just you blew it.
Do you think is it gonna make me redo this? Oh!
No, I think you should be able to do
Maybe I
this.
shouldn't have stopped.
Look at all the dragons. So there's an achievement for killing like 25 of them. I got all the achievements except that one and one other achievement. Pretty easy to get over 300 achievement points in this, or I don't know how many trophies, if that gets you a level or something, but on PS3.
The dragon's laser fusion blast.
Whoa!
Hello?
I'm totally going to get attacked by a dragon right now.
We have a dragon expert in the chat,
Oh gosh.
Sirius, saying those aren't dragons.
Holy shit.
That's spoilers, serious.
I don't know, those are pretty dragon-y.
I mean, they're shooting, hot stuff, flaming laser beams out of their mouths. Close enough, I
I
think.
mean, what else would they be? A dinosaur? No.
Get out.
Not if you want a shot at Sloan. You need to secure the garrison.
Is that a laser
Some kind of
bow?
mutant iguana, maybe?
Is that a
I could
laser
see
bow?
that.
Please tell me it's a laser bow. Ah.
Dragons don't need wings.
Objective. Use
That's a
Cyborg
myth.
vision to attack hostiles in the base from the overlook.
So I want to kill him from here. Is that what it's telling me to do?
Kyle, I think you just hit the hostage.
Oh.
Kyle,
I can't read or
nice
write.
jump.
Objective.
That's how I roll.
Several options in securing garrison.
Or jump.
You can kill
Yeah.
all hostiles yourself.
How do you roll?
Boom. Nice shot.
You can slide. There's no
Okay.
roll.
Bring down the mega shield.
Mutant Komodo dragons. I just watched Skyfall for the second time last night.
Or perhaps you can.
There's a Komodo dragon sequence in that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That movie is fantastic.
Understood.
Yeah, CGI. Like the CGI dragons are a little strange though.
Turn off the mega shield.
Blah, blah, blah. Kill, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah! I like this dude.
I mean, that's how you are, Jason. You're like, yeah,
Blah,
blah blah blah,
blah, blah,
stream,
blah.
blah blah blah, replay. Do you have a gun for me? I like the bow. The bow's fine.
Wow, Kyle!
All I got's bow.
You got a grenade, right? Or no?
No. What's that? Oh, I should have some now. All right, let's see. Where I gotta get up there. I got a couple of points I gotta get to here.
Yep. I think you're going to turn off the shield if memory serves me correctly, and that will let the...
Let the dragons in.
Well, it's being debated by the people with wearing monocles in our chat. It could be a Gila monster. It could be a Komodo dragon. You know, wearing my monocle, I said maybe it's some kind of mutant iguana.
Sure. Or maybe it's those turtles from Far Cry 3 that serve no purpose. Just sort of. I assume this takes place after Far Cry 3. Or maybe this is just some weird Jason Brody fever dream. The malaria from Far Cry 2 came back to give him fever dreams.
Like he just watched Tron or something.
How do I get up here?
So let's talk about some of the big news today, Kyle. Call of Duty Ghosts.
Yeah.
It's official. What do you think?
I don't mind Call of Duty, and I will probably play it, and I will be lukewarm on it, and yes, those are my opinions. I mean, they didn't really talk about. Did they talk about the plot details or anything? Like
No,
why it's
the
called
only bit of
Ghost, or-
information they released was that you can pre-order it now.
Okay, important information.
I'm excited. I'm a big Call of Duty fan. They're still day one games for me. I play through the single player campaign first, and then I go to multiplayer, spend a lot of time in those. Multiplayer has obviously, I want more progression. I blogged about it, a different kind of progression. I'm getting sick of prestiging, but I really enjoy their campaigns. I think those are fun games.
Yeah, I always kind of consider them nice little just like roller coasters that you can get on, once a year. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna get on this roller coaster and it's gonna be cool, and then I'll get off and I can play multiplayer if I want.
Yeah, it'll be a fun ride, and then I'm on to the next game. Or multiplayer. You're exactly right. Yeah, and it's going to be unveiled at, what did they say in the trailer? The new generation of Xbox. Not next generation, they said new generation.
Next generation. Important distinction.
The next generation of next generation is new generation.
Okay. Oh, there we go. All right.
Are we doing another Reiner and Phil special?
He's been banned from the office.
Yeah, Dan doesn't like him. I don't know what's going on there, but and not a lot of people like Dan, so it kind of washes out, I guess. But Phil and I are talking about doing some live streams online on Phil's Twitch TV or YouTube channel, and then whenever he's back in town, we'll do more. Or if I'm in his neck of the woods, we might try to do some stuff.
Kyle, what happened?
I don't know.
I just looked over and
just happened. I was
you
walking.
got shot by the heart laser from the
I thought the
mutant Gila monster.
I thought the
blood dragon
iguana tortoise dragon thing was shooting an enemy. I didn't realize he was, had me in his sights.
Drake of the 99 Dragons is one of the worst games ever made.
You can kill all hostiles yourself. You can lure the dragons to the main gate.
You can kill all hot dogs yourself? Is that what you said?
Yes.
I don't think there were dragons in that game. I think there was a dragon tattoo.
Or perhaps
It's like an action melee beat 'em up, right?
Do what I want.
Just keep in mind that there are two ways to turn off the mega shields, through either the console or directly at the
Scott McG0 wants to know, what did I miss?
Blah, blah, kill,
Some funny stuff. Kyle getting slapped in the face in the game only.
Yes.
Getting
shot by heart laser by a mutant dragon iguana thing.
15 blood dragons. And Kyle failing miserably at trying to take over this base.
I left my bow and arrow behind. I should have grabbed it before I got on the zip line. But whatever. I'm Rex Colt. What is the guy's name? I already forgot.
Colt Power, man.
Colt Power. I'm Colt Power. I don't need.
Do you not have a weapon?
No, I left it before I ziplined over here.
Sweet.
I assumed it would stay in my inventory after picking it up the first time, but this guy should have a gun for me, right? What? I came in melee?
Melee?
No.
Someplace safe.
I am.
That's when I worked in retail, I would get people come in the store and be like, "Do you have Super Smash Brothers Melee?" And I would just tell them no. Do not have that game.
Like, wee.
I have the Super Smash Brothers game for GameCube. Here we go. My roundabout way to get over to the Switch here.
There's some arrows, but you need to...
Yep.
There, get it. Yeah, Kyle.
See, I know how games work. Okay. Oh, this is a new... Is this a... Oh, okay, that's the gun right here.
Don't shoot it now. Okay, the blood dragon's in there doing his thing.
So
Just be careful now.
I guess I was a little too excited to sort of see what was going on.
I got excited too. For you.
Sure. Yeah, it's all old hat for you at this point.
Are y'all having Kyle play this because he sucked on the Far Cry 3 test chamber?
Hey, back off, Sparky. That was me that sucked so bad in the Far Cry
I sucked
3
on the
test chamber.
Crysis 3 test chamber, thank
Yeah.
you very much.
There's a whole lot of sucking going
And
on
the
in
Halo
Far Cry
test
Game
chamber.
Informer.
And the Halo test chamber, and the
And
Zelda
the
CDI games test chamber. I swear I am good at some video games.
Okay, here's a good question from... Oh, no, I'm not answering that. I'm not asking it. It's Tim Groover actually had a good question, but we're not asking it because he's mean.
I like this defense.
Someone else ask that same question, please.
just type it back in the chat room. Oh gosh, I need to stay away from these dragons. They're scary. Did he just like roll
Oh,
out?
here, Jack Carlton 12 asks, Reiner, what about the rumor of Kevin Conroy not playing Batman?
It's a younger Batman.
I'm
okay with that.
Yeah, it's a younger Batman, and in my lifetime, I think there have been 15 different Batman voices. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's as big of a deal as Solid Snake, who's been kind of what's his name? The voice actor.
David Hayter.
David Hayter has been Solid Snake for every voiced Metal Gear game, right? So, unless I'm wrong, I don't know. But yeah, in my lifetime, it's just I've seen so many different Batman actors in the movies, and I just don't associate a voice to that character at all, I guess.
It's all gonna be okay, people. I promise.
Yeah, one thing about Hayter also is that he sort of was involved in sort of building Snake from the beginning. Like he worked with Kojima and kind of directing the character. But Batman's an established character who it's almost like that term up to bat. Like different actors and stuff should get a shot at him.
Yep. And then we'll roll from that into a great question by Bald Bulldozer. Thoughts on what DC superhero Rocksteady needs to do besides Batman? So if they abandon the Batman franchise at some point in the future, who knows what they're working on right now? Could be something different. What character would you like them to tackle? I'm going to ask Jason first.
I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
Jason!
I'm sorry.
Jason!
I'm working here.
Jason!
So other superheroes? Mm-hmm. I mean, all right. So I would actually really like for them to do Deadpool. But
Are you okay?
High Moon's done.
That's Marvel.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Does it have to be DC?
We're not sure.
Well, that was the question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were just doing superheroes.
But you weren't
Like I
paying
said.
attention, so
Right,
I'll
right,
give you
right.
the benefit of the doubt on that. So yeah, Deadpool would be kind of cool.
No, Martian Manhunter. There we go.
Really?
He's the best. Dude, he could kick Superman.
What's cool about Martian Manhunter? I don't know much about him.
Everything. Shape-shifting.
He's-
He's got strength Superman, psionic powers. He's got it all.
He's a Martian.
Yep. Very green.
Are there any other I'm not like I know the the Supermans and the Batmans, but what kind of like deeper pull DC characters like who don't have powers, like Batman? Because that seems like once you kind of throw a Superman in there, it kind of gets out of hand.
Right.
It's kind of hard to make a good game. But
So you're like saying like Green Arrow, the
Yeah.
specialty characters.
yeah, like the ones who don't really
the
have
gadget,
a lot of, yeah.
the gadget characters.
People who can be reined in reasonably.
Constantine would be amazing if someone would do that, right?
That'd be cool. Yeah.
That's why you went AWOL?
Animal Man's kind of cool, but he's power based though.
Yeah.
He can kind of channel like I want to be a hawk, and he can kind of fly, and I want to be a rodent, so I can go in this dumpster.
Like Dr. Muto. See if anybody knows what I'm talking about. Dr. Muto?
Yeah.
I thought it was a Muto. Malay?
Muto Malay. I want that to be your alt.
Muto Malay.
Muto Malay.
No. Lady Liberty.
How about a Quantic Dream Watchmen game?
Swamp Thing would be cool. Dead Man would be great. Well, Dead Man would be weird because you'd just be like jumping into people's bodies.
Yeah.
But that could be fun.
Like Prototype was you would clone people into your own body.
That was kind of gross.
Psyops. Did you do that?
Psyops was all telekinesis, I thought. TK.
Sorry, young infect me. I'm still trying to figure out that catchphrase. Still working on it. Someday.
As long as Sloan doesn't realize I'm helping you.
Yeah, you get funny going on again.
Funny or
We'll
sexy?
quit talking so you can focus on the cutscene.
Dr. Darling.
Well, that was the end of it. Sorry.
That was hilarious.
Solomon Grundy game. It's just like the Hulk game. You just go around breaking stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Rocket Raccoon game in the near future.
Stop that.
Seriously, he's going to blow up.
Yeah, I know.
That little guy. For people that don't know, he's in the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is going to be a new movie in Marvel's Avengers Initiative Part 2 or whatever they're calling it, the second phase. And he is a raccoon, kind of like Star Fox. He wears a shirt or a vest or something, and he carries around guns, and he's sentient, and he can talk, and he speaks
dumb.
English, and he blows stuff up in space. And he's a part of this team called Guardians of the Galaxy, who is all aliens. And he is a fan favorite in comics, and it'll be weird seeing him interact with Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
Yeah, you think so?
That's going to be bizarre.
I have no idea how they're going to pull that movie off.
Maybe it was fully animated, maybe.
Yeah.
Talon CS is the winner. A Jason Todd Rocksteady game would be the best thing ever.
Oh, that would be kind of cool, yeah. Like, I kind of like the idea of Rocksteady taking on a specific Batman story. Like a Dark Knight
that'd be
Returns, like
sweet.
Rocksteady game. Like, not necessarily a different hero, but just like going away from the Arkham universe and like doing a different Batman universe. Sort of. That might be kind of cool.
And the new game looks so good. The Origins game looks really, really good. We got to look at a fair amount of it, and I was really impressed. If they didn't tell me someone else was working on it, I never would have known.
is to save some scientist dude. Like, all right. Save a nerd.
Court of Owls would be amazing. That has video game written all over it because you have like 50 owls that you can hunt down. You could have the achievement tied to that, the little side stories. That would be amazing.
So now I'm kind of out on the island.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Check your map. So you see those red beacons shooting in the air? That is not signaling you to a casino or anything like that. What those are, you gotta go. Oh, you could go there. Back button will do it for you too. So look, you can hunt, and all those red dots you want to take out.
Okay.
So the island's not that big. Let's set one waypoint here.
So you think we should follow a mission, or should we try to take out one of these places real quick?
Do your mission first.
Okay. Well, that's unlike.
Yeah, you still have a little bit of tutorial left.
Okay.
But it's all kind of cool stuff from here on in.
Yeah, it was always a lot of fun, like taking out those. I forget what they were called in Far Cry 3 and what they're called here, but where you just go in and take the centers to fill out your map. Outposts, yeah, that was like one of the best parts of the game for sure.
Pat Wagner game would be cool. Yeah, I agree. There's so many great Batman stories they could do.
Terminate the hostages with lethal prejudice.
So I have to be sneaky, from what I understand, right? Or they'll kill the hostages.
I think people are talking about the TV show Community, which is great. Parks and Rec
I'm a
is
huge
amazing.
Community fan.
Community and Parks and Rec are both great.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched them, you're missing out.
Even this new season of Community, which they lost the creator.
I haven't watched the new one yet.
It's good. I mean, you can definitely see that Harmon's gone. Like, you know, his sort of presence is gone, but it's still some really great episodes.
Yeah, I usually watch everything on Blu-ray, like get all the seasons on Blu-ray. But for whatever reason, Kelly and I decided to, Kelly, my wife, watch this season of Parks and Rec because we like it so much on Hulu. So we're all caught up on that one. Can you do the environment kills? I don't know what that means.
Yeah. I mean, there's stuff to blow up.
Are these saying like grabbing people from the water? You can do that kind of stuff, dropping from above. Those are things you unlock.
So can I just straight up, like... I know I don't want to get in too much trouble here or else they'll shoot him.
The hostage is under attack. Protect the cyber
So if I just protect him.
You can throw hearts to distract people.
What?
So if Kyle didn't alert these guys, he could have done what he just did there. Or you threw a grenade, actually.
Yeah.
But left on the D-pad will throw a heart.
Why am I having so much
Well,
trouble
grenade's
shooting this
kind
guy in
of
the
a
face?
pretty good distraction, I guess.
I like grenades.
Kyle,
I'm so much
you
trouble
are
killing that guy.
You shot like 50 bullets. I would love to play multiplayer against you.
Yeah, you get a lot of experience from me.
We could fire up Halo right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Kyle's pretty
okay
good
at
at
Halo.
the Halos.
Except for the one time that I played on camera.
All right, listen to this guy.
Is this our cyber nerd?
It's what every one of these guys is pretty funny.
Okay.
To use the patented Kobayashi Corporation instant travel.
Okay.
Kobayashi is a Star Trek reference, right? Or is that just...
Select a liberated
That's the only thing I know it
Kobayashi
from.
Maru?
Yeah.
Relevant button. Kobayashi Corporation fast
I never even noticed that before. I didn't even put that together.
I mean, maybe that word means things outside of Star Trek, but that's the only thing I know it from.
Oh, yeah, the loading screens are really funny too, by the way, when you get to those. So here you go.
Tracking with like the VCR.
There you go.
And educational, I guess.
All secondary activities reward you with attachments and credits at a friendly Garrison's shop.
Okay.
Guns make me safe. Bigger guns make me safer.
When you are running low on
Brilliant.
your supplies of lethal killing implements, like
VCRs were the worst. Someone just brought that up. And there are hidden VCR tapes in this game.
Good.
If you never lived in that generation, be thankful. Those were awful days. Not falling for the good questions, sir, evil person. He's really thinking about them, trying to get me to not pay attention to who's saying them and ask them. I'm not going to do it, Kyle.
To summarize,
Thank you, Ryan.
securing
Appreciate it.
Garrisons unlocks shops, secondary activities,
not
and
a silencer?
travel points.
Yeah, there was a whole thing back in the day. Please be kind, rewind.
Yeah. Had the
when
little
you'd-
separate rewind thing, right?
Every once in a while you'd rent one and it wouldn't be rewound. You'd be upset.
Not on my watch. I worked at Blockbuster for years, actually. And yeah, we had a bunch of like rewind machines right at the Dropbox.
That's all they did with
That was,
rewind,
that was
right?
your first order of business. You know, so you check the Dropbox, you open up the tape, and if it's not rewound, you got to pop it in. Like before we even check it in.
If someone's
I
saying,
have
be
all this
kind,
stuff.
don't record
Okay.
porn over it. Is that something that would happen? People would record stuff over tapes?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Yeah, that's kind of disappointing.
I mean, you could totally do that.
And all
Those tapes, I think, were protected. You know, there was that tab that you could like break
Yeah,
off.
or you could cover, or whatever.
Okay, here's a good one from Rafton89. What other game would you like to see go over the top like Far Cry 3 is doing?
Over the top. The movie Over the Top. I would
With
love
Stallone?
to see. Yeah.
We reference that like weekly now in the office
Good.
for some reason.
As well, we should.
Way to keep up the quota.
Other
Kyle?
like, let's see, what have I been playing recently? I'm trying to think of like games that I would want to see sort of embrace a weird sense of humor. Oh, maybe like Assassin's Creed or something. That could be. Well, they're kind of doing like an alt history sort of thing with that.
Yeah, that's kind of
DLC,
interesting
right?
what they're doing right now. You know, Red Dead kind of did that with zombies.
Yeah, I did. I liked it because Red Dead was pretty funny too. Undead Nightmare stuff. That's how I drive to work.
I would say Grand Theft Auto.
scanning.
Yeah, I remember when 4 was out and they were talking about DLC. I remember really being sort of excited about the prospect of like the idea of like making the city become suddenly zombie filled. Obviously that never really happened, but I always thought that would be really cool.
Nice driving, by the way.
Thanks.
And I know people will say like, well, isn't that kind of what Saints Row is? It's kind of goofy. I would like to
Yeah.
see Rockstar's brand of humor, their approach to pop culture as well. You know, this is very much what Rockstar does sometimes, is they really embrace an era.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them do that with Grand Theft Auto in a fun way. You know, their games have a lot of humor as is, but they're still pretty serious stories. You know,
For the most part. I think that, to a certain degree, they definitely do exactly what you're wanting them to.
Yep, but on a more ridiculous level, like
Okay.
letting go of that realism and just kind of having fun with their universe and their missions and stuff like that.
I think 4, yeah, they definitely got a little more serious. But if you look back at like, you know, Vice City and San Andreas and stuff, I want to say those are pretty damn goofy.
Yeah, but not in the missions or anything like that.
The main
You're
like
not running around like
the
riding on a
critical path
turkey or
stuff.
anything.
True, but
And what else? You know, people in the comments, feel free to throw yours in there too, and we can comment on them. I'm trying to think of specific eras and
yeah,
approaches.
you took care of that vehicle.
Yeah, I thought there was a dude behind it.
Oh, okay.
There was not, clearly.
An open world game that's like Crocodile Dundee, 80s style would be awesome.
Just Cause 2 could do something kind of weird, I think. Some kind of weird. I don't really have any ideas. Maybe throw you in like the prehistoric era. There's dinosaurs running around in Just Cause 2.
Yeah.
But somehow you still have like vehicles. I don't know. I'm not a game designer. I don't know how these things work.
Turok, you know, if someone just pointed out Turok, you had like robotic dinosaur enhancements and stuff
Yeah.
like that. In the comics, at least, I don't know if they did that in the games.
Oh! Don't hit me. I'll hit you with my toast knife.
Yeah!
Oh, there's a dog.
Yeah, look over the dog.
Dogs are the worst in video games. Did I take his teeth? What was that?
Short Circuit, that would be a good era to explore.
Just that world, like you don't play as Short Circuit, you just exist in the world created in that film.
That was from Step 3, that would be good. Step 3 is in the comments, by the way.
To pilfer, as opposed to loot.
Oh yeah, Deus Ex, that would be kind of cool. Jack Carlton's bringing that up. That's a cool like 80s, that kind of has like a 80s tones. I mean, look at this shot right here with the yellow gold neon kind of look to it. That's very Deus Ex, very classic. They went Blade Runner. Yeah, I don't know what you could do with that. Go a little more 70s sci-fi, 60s sci-fi. I don't know.
That'd be kind of cool. It's
Escape from New
60s
York would be
sci-fi.
great. Basically, let's just bring back 80s movies, 70s and 80s movies, and make them into modern video games.
Oh, we still got these dudes coming after us here. The guys said, "Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here?"
Yeah, the pistol kind of sucks right now. And just know you can heal at any time, even if you don't have healing packs.
Yeah.
Nice shot. You
Yeah, I think I
shot
just
that out of the air.
Molotov out of it. Hey, where'd you come from, buddy?
Around the corner.
Ah, reload.
Highlander would be fun.
The animated
There was
show?
going to be a Highlander game, and I actually played it, and I kind of liked it, and then they canceled it.
Yeah, you got. That's pretty funny. What was that, Jason? I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry, everyone who's hearing me click.
You are a noisy gamer.
Yeah. Can't sit still.
Heavy Rain got combined with Mad Men. That could be interesting. You have all sorts of different smoking and drinking mini games. Press right, press left.
I'm like, oh, I keep pulling it up. I'm like, oh, bring it back down.
Tuttle's Songo
Tuttle.
wins the internet. Big Trouble in Little China, done in the style of Uncharted.
How about a Brazil video
Done.
game?
I like this.
Done.
That I can get that.
That's as good as it gets right there. Our ideas suck compared to that one. Everybody just give up. That's as good as it's going to get.
I wonder if anyone even knows what I'm talking about. Someone mentioned Tuttle, so I said a game based on Brazil. You guys know that movie, Brazil? Mm-hmm. That'd be good, maybe. It's kind of a weird world. Just a lot of dudes around here that need to be killed.
Do it.
I hope other developers see this, play it, love it, and are inspired to do crazy stuff like this.
I mean, people seem to be into it. You know, like it came out today, so we don't know the actual like sales numbers or anything. But you know, early people really seem to like just the idea behind it.
They did a good job marketing it for a downloadable game. You know, I tweeted about that extensively today. And I never know when anything's coming out downloadable. Sometimes you hear about it a couple weeks in advance. Sometimes it's like the week of.
What the hell?
What am I getting shot by? Oh, there's that. Okay. I see. Let's cook
Heal,
this
Kyle.
grenade. I did.
Heal. Heal more.
Oh, get out of here, dog. Nobody wants you.
That is frightening.
Call of Duty Steampunk. That's a good one. Yeah, Call of Duty is a good franchise to maybe.
That'd be kind of cool, like steampunk, yeah.
You know, they did the zombie stuff, but maybe just go a little crazier for a single player experience is what I would like.
Okay.
You know, there was a Kickstarter for a Chucky game
That's
that
right.
Really?
that
Wow.
did not get picked up. I was really bummed. You should all look it up. I think you could still find the shell for it. I don't think they delete stuff. A Rambo game? I don't remember what happened to it. I remember hearing about it. Don't judge the Chucky game until you look at it. I would love to play as Chucky.
Hell yes.
All right, so where am I? Okay, I see. I don't use roads myself.
Are we taking some outposts down?
I'm heading towards the objective now. I took out one outpost
Okay.
for funsies.
For funsies. So when you take out
For
outposts, you
Funyuns.
get
I got Funyuns.
you
we?
get
Where?
the Save the Scientist side missions and hunting side missions. And the hunting side missions are just like the high-level hunting in Far Cry 3, where you're taking down a rare version of a certain. So
In
it
a
might be a
specific
mechanical shark with laser beam eyes or whatever. You'll
So
have
what
to go find
happens
it.
when you actually take out an outpost? Claim it as your own? Are
Yep,
there,
and then
like,
it shoots a
natives on this
green
island?
signal in the sky, and you can use that as fast travel and a place to buy weapon upgrades and ammo.
Cool.
There's also probably bad guys don't really roam around there anymore, probably as well. Right?
Correct. Although they're always on the roads. Like, you can't really run anywhere without finding little pockets of dudes.
Or little dudes
The
in your
hostage is
pockets.
under attack.
Oh.
Protect the cyber.
Little dudes in your pockets. Let's write that movie script right now.
Yeah. Small
I think
soldiers.
Robert Rodriguez made that movie. I forget what it was called, though. Oh.
Kyle, if you could make any game, what would you make?
Mega Man X 9?
Oh, okay.
Like a Super Nintendo, like, throwback Mega Man X9. Or an Akira video game, which I wrote about once. I would love to play a good game based on Akira.
That works, yeah.
Yeah, there were a couple
Screenshots.
Yeah.
What would make Akira a good game?
I just want to be in I want to be in Neo Tokyo, part of that bike gang, like exploring Neo Tokyo. Like I remember playing the Lost in the Dam, the GTA expansion, and I was like, man, I just want to be like in Kaneda's bike gang, like driving around, you know? Like I guess I don't think I'd want to play as like Tetsuo or any of the kids or anything. I'd want to play as like just a regular dude who's just caught up in everything that's happening in the city, you know? I think that would be more fun.
What about you, Jason?
I want a fighting game.
They have those.
Movie slashers.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Jason versus Freddy. Throw in the old Hollywood, movie monsters like Dracula, Frankenstein, Chucky as well. I mean, go nuts. I mean, we had
that'd be
Freddy
awesome.
in Mortal Kombat 9.
Yep.
Yeah, it seems like that would be the studio to kind of do it after Injustice and everything, you know?
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, there's another dude over there.
I have a great idea. I would do Escape from, Big Trouble in Little China.
Open world?
Nope, like Uncharted.
Okay. Oh, like Uncharted. That's
I
right.
think that's the greatest idea ever. It needs to happen.
That is a great idea.
Pinhead, oh man, just
I
think
know.
of it. You could do all those guys.
I
all
wrote the
symbiotes.
design doc when I was like 15, I think.
Could
That's
I,
for me,
could I
completely
get
unchanged.
my hands on that, please?
Perhaps.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
I made moves for everyone. Oh, yeah.
Cheesy 80s style survival horror game would be great. It's called Overblood.
Toxic Avenger, the game somebody mentioned. There is a Toxic.
That was a Genesis game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What's
We
the name of that
almost-
company? Trauma?
Trauma.
Yep.
Yeah, those guys are awesome.
Yeah, they made Cannibal the musical, which is great.
Cats from Outer Space or something.
Tromeo and Juliet, just classics.
Sergeant Kabuki Man.
Yeah, of course.
NYPD.
Yeah! I'm Kabuki Man.
I am Kabuki Man. Class of Nukem High.
New Evil Dead game would be sweet. I agree. We need more horror games, just in general.
Get him caught.
Horror IPs or based on
So I can't.
movie franchises.
I have to just kill this guy like with bullets, huh? Oh, is that the flux capacitor?
Yep.
Nice.
It's also
Oh,
what
video game
the new
logic.
Xbox. That's exactly what it looks like right there.
It's gonna be called the Y box. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna shoot you in the face with no ammo. Oh my God! What am I doing?
Kyle! Oh, no.
Oh, guys, I'm really great at video games. I swear to God. That was on purpose. I may be able to read letters. I cannot read numbers apparently. Wait, the hostage has been killed.
Yeah, Kyle. There was guys that ran into the cave and killed the hostage.
Oh, I thought there were only 3 dudes. Okay, got it this time. Maybe
Rough.
we'll see.
As Talon CS points out, no more of this action horror. Just make an actual horror game. And I agree with that, with what's been going on in the state of horror today. Resident Evil 6, oof, that was a rough ride. Dead Space 3, I like Dead Space 1 and 2 better when there wasn't shooting, like, just actual gunplay and cover mechanic and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like just from my perspective as a critic and just a guy who plays everything, it seems like whether it's horror or stealth, there are so many developers that are trying to please everyone at once.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like stealth, it used to be like, if you got spotted, that was game over. That was like the whole intense piece of that game.
That was
now
the experience,
it's like,
you wanted.
Now it's like, well, you got spotted, well, go ahead and just kill everyone. Or you can restart if you don't want to be spotted again. And that takes away that intensity. It just seems like too much blending of genres when we had it pretty good to begin with, and I don't know. It's focus testing, and you got to be careful. And just that need to please everyone, I think, is kind of ruining games to a certain degree.
So where is the hostage then? Because I thought he was over there. Like, do I want to come in here? Do I need to not even mess with those dudes?
And then to play devil's advocate, or on the other side of the coin, then you get Dishonored, which was really fun both ways. It was more fun to play just running around using your cool powers, but okay, you should be fine here once you take this guy down.
Get him, Kyle.
The same freaking thing again.
Boy.
Get in there, quick. Don't let him shoot, kill him. Okay,
Right,
now protect him. There's gonna be other guys that are gonna come in. Here they come, see, watch. So there's collectible TVs, VHS tapes, data files, and he makes some great jokes. Colt does, like, hope I'm not collecting any flags, making fun of Assassin's Creed, which is another Ubisoft game.
What was that statue over there?
Oh,
not a statue. That's a
dude.
cyber nerd.
How many grenades do I have? Am I just wasting them here?
Kyle!
No, that's what I call here. There we go. Boom.
Yeah, Walking Dead is a good example of a horror game done right in a new way without trying to be a billion things at once. But it's more of a drama, horror drama.
This is intense. You know?
Yeah, and I think that's fine. But I'm talking going back, way back to when, what's the name? The camera game, horror game.
Fatal Frame?
Fatal Frame, where that was just trying to make you jump out of your seat and scare you with visuals and atmosphere, and didn't really force your hand to be using guns and doing everything you do in other games.
Was it a Clock Tower 3, I think, where you play as the little girl? You have
Yep,
like any,
yeah.
right? And you don't have like
There's the
any
big
weapons
guy,
at all.
yep.
Yeah.
Amnesia, that's another great horror game. There's a lot of indies that are doing it, right? But I'm saying on the commercial games, like, if they make another Res Evil, I hope they have a new vision for that. Silent Hill, even that series tried to be too much.
So where are we after now, Kyle?
Another waypoint, or I can go for, try to take out another, facility or whatever.
Reiner, any suggestions?
Yeah, let's see here.
The main path, or just go off?
Go to your map.
Mapping it up. So that's kind of where I'm heading now, but...
Yeah, that's a great mission, actually.
Okay.
You want to do this.
Give a damn here.
Favorite, Scott McG0 is asking, what's your favorite game from this console generation? Kyle, you go first.
Favorite game from this console generation? Oh, Portal 2.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's easy. I know
Yeah.
you love that. You played it a billion
yeah.
times.
Love
You named
Portal 2.
your daughter after Portal.
Yep. Her name is Portal.
Mine's Grand Theft Auto 4. Hands down. Love that series. Love those games.
Yeah, it's definitely high up there for me as well.
Mine's Blood Dragon.
Based purely on just watching us play for a little while.
This is pretty awesome.
What is yours, seriously, though, that you've played?
It's really, really tough. From this generation, I think the most impactful game for me was Street Fighter 4. It brought back that fabled genre and breathed new life into it. So I don't know. It was super influential to me. That's probably my favorite game this generation.
Cool.
Another
It
one.
might not be the best, but it was to me.
Another one for me that might be kind of strange, I guess, is Limbo. I absolutely love Limbo.
I didn't really get into that one.
Absolutely love that game. I've
Kind of went downhill after the spider.
played it multiple times. I did got the achievement for under 5 deaths on the 360 version and the PlayStation 3 version. I just absolutely love that game.
Red Dead's up there. Arkham City's up there. BioShock was, holy cow, that was such a
Infinite,
moment in time for me. Infinite was good. I liked one more, I think. Infinite's ending was crazy awesome.
Yeah.
But just for moment to moment, I thought BioShock 1 really delivered.
Sure.
But yeah, Grand Theft Auto, I don't know what it was. I've always loved that series, but 4 just blew my socks off.
It's so good.
I don't even know where those socks went.
I wouldn't want them back after I played that game anyway. I don't know why I said that. But it's like, what happened to those socks?
I mean, I don't think you would want Reiner's
assuming-
socks
yeah.
in any situation. I mean,
I'm insinuating that something happened with the socks that I wouldn't want them back. You guys can piece it together. We'll talk about it later.
We'll create fan fiction.
Right.
Someone's asking here, Bionic Andy Poo.
Objective.
That's
is
his
that a
name.
question or is that a? Oh, I thought that was the question.
In
Yes.
Blood Dragon, do you get your weapons similarly to how you get them in Far Cry 3, climbing towers, or do you get them through natural progression? You get them through the story. So he'll get a chain gun eventually.
Use your dice to lure
You might get it
the
here,
robot
actually.
away from your position.
Get away from me.
Kyle, you're not using the hearts right.
Here we go.
Oh, those are literal hearts. I thought it was just like
I can't get.
you
oh, I
shot
thought I could
hearts
jump
out of
down
your
there.
hands, like magical princess style or
No.
something. Because that would have been hilarious to me.
And I will show off some high-level stuff at the end of this stream.
We're
We
getting
have,
close to
like-
that. We got about
we
a half hour or
have-
so.
We have, what, a half hour?
Yep.
In a half hour, we'll show off powered-up weapons.
Wait, we have a half hour. So in a half hour, you're going to show? So when we're ending?
When we're ending.
I don't like
It'll be
this
just
idea.
a brief couple minutes, because I don't want to show too much.
Reiner's trolling all of you.
Just a couple minutes of powerful weapons.
There we go. Oh, dogs.
Cyber slick dogs.
Bees.
Why are they so
Whoa.
shiny?
That's a good question. Azura Mirage asks, Reiner, what franchises do you think will last another 25 years?
Blood Dragon.
And that's kind of interesting. Really think about entertainment that's lasted for generations. Star Wars is a big property, but then you go way further back, like Mickey Mouse really isn't that relevant today. A lot of us kind of grew up with it, but
We still respect him, but we don't get
it's
excited
now
about
it's
him.
now kind of the Pixar generation and new IPs for Disney. Their old characters. You'll still see them at parks and in bad video games from time to time, but they're mostly irrelevant at this point. And you got to wonder if that's going to happen to Mario. Are we starting to hit that point now with Mario, where there's the old hanger-ons that still love him, but is he a voice for that? Oh my God, I got to get this game right away, or the face that's going to sell games? I don't know. I really don't, and I think that's a big battle that Nintendo faces. Is their franchises are
Relevancy.
getting old. Each passing year, there's new ones released. How much staying power do they have at this point? And so far, I still want to play those games. I still want to play the Zeldas. I still want to play the Marios. But are they reaching the wide audience they used to? No.
Yeah.
And does that fall more onto the system, or is it just new gamers not caring about these
Yeah,
characters?
they have
like
new
Mickey
characters
Mouse.
that they like,
Yep.
Like the Skylanders, like the younger generation. That's probably the game that they'll grow up with, or Angry Birds, Like that's sort of Angry Birds. Whether we like to admit it or not, is kind of this generation's Mario. Like that's the game a lot of kids are growing up on.
And it's become a merchandising powerhouse, that's for sure. I wonder about that staying power too, of these weird decapitated bird heads or whatever they are. But it's interesting. It's as games move on, how long are we going to be talking about these games? 20 years from now.
An old cell phone.
Will we be talking the same way about Call of Duty? Is that the next one to answer your question? Does Call of Duty have staying power? I think on the 21st we're going to see the first look at what's coming next for that series at the Xbox event. Are they sticking to their guns, or are they going to be reinventing it? It'll be interesting to see. I think Final Fantasy is that's one series that's in trouble. That I thought going into the PS2 era, I was like, man, this series is just going to keep getting better and better. And 10 came out, and I was like, this is amazing. This is so great.
phone.
And then 11 was like, whoa, okay, it's an MMO. This is
Yeah.
kind of weird. And then 12 came out. It's like, okay, it's kind of MMO and the Final Fantasy I like. I still dig it. And then 13 came out, and it was like, oh, okay, this isn't what I used to love about the games. This is kind of weird. And
Yeah,
they're still stuck in that rut.
They've sort of become hindered by that idea of trying to appeal to everyone too. I think, you know, like just make a turn-based RPG, you know, with a focus on story, but they're trying to do different things and trying to streamline the game. And I think it hurt 13. I mean, I enjoyed 13. I had a pretty good time with it. I didn't finish it, which is, you know, speaks about the quality of the game. But yeah, it just didn't really feel like a pure Final Fantasy title.
Pokemon, that's, you know, someone brought up Hanson playing Pokemon Snap. Pokemon could be a franchise that has a lot of staying power. That could be a 25-year thing.
Yeah.
It seems like
Well, just
they
keep adding new
releasing-
characters to it.
Yeah, and you know, it speaks to a specific age group. It's kind of like those Pixar movies where,
Flamer unit.
you know, kids really, really, really get into it, but then adults can get something out of it too and really enjoy it. How many Final Fantasy games did this gen get? 1? No, there's 3, or the 3rd is on the way. Lightning Returns.
Oh yeah, you kind of forget about those sequels. Oh, stupid fire guy.
What?
Apparently holding casuals.
You can do this, Kyle. Well, actually, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get up. That's by the extent of my understanding.
get
of
up.
Trying to get it up.
Yeah, I think.
Jam and plant seed
Yeah, I look at
pods
Assassin's
on
Creed. I
the
wonder if they're doing too many, too quick. You know, that was a series I was like, oh, I can't wait to eat them up. But now I'm like,
Robo-dogs can
I don't even know what's going on in the future. I was kind of let down with 3's ending and just the story in general. I wonder if that's kind of on its last leg, unless they can really bring us back in with a new mystery and what made the first games cool. Mass Effect, I think that has a lot of staying power. I think that has that kind of Star Wars allure where you can keep expanding that galaxy. It doesn't just have to be about Commander Shepard or Luke Skywalker. There's
There's other stories.
there's other stories to tell, and I think it's surprising when you look at entertainment as a whole. Books, you have thousands of these types of universes. Movies usually ape, you know, when you get into science fiction territory or fantasy, they steal from books. They take those stories from books or comic books that are big, right? The big movies every year are comic books, basically, right?
partially complete.
Games, you don't have a lot of those big universes either.
Get him, Kyle.
And you did on PC back in the day. It seemed like there was a new fantasy series every month when I was going to the store to buy, you know, Neverwinter, Baldur's Gate, Ultima. There's so many great series, but they've all just kind of petered off or became something different, or the inspiration for a certain type of game.
Skyrim, I feel like, is kind of inspiring a sort of new generation of fantasy video games with like Dragon's Dogma and stuff like that. Maybe Dark Souls kind of, I said that really strange, maybe Dark Souls kind of falls in there too.
Yeah, those are, I would say Skyrim is definitely, maybe the name Skyrim might be more important than the name Elder Scrolls at this point, which is kind of interesting, which makes me wonder what Bethesda's going to do moving forward with the next one, if they're going to go back to Skyrim or
Skyrim 2.
rebrand, you know, do the same thing they did with Skyrim and make another name, another place, location, kind of synonymous with the series. That series, you know, like Mass Effect, I think Bethesda gave it new life in the right way, and that's what I'm. That's what I'm kind of hoping with. That's what I'm kind of hoping with Call of Duty is when we get a look at on the 21st a new vision that's going to keep it relevant.
Stupid shiny dogs. I swear I'm listening to you right now.
Oh, what the hell was that?
It's a grenade.
In the
Grenade
game-
are my environmentally friendly grenades.
The franchise I really want to come back in a big, big way are the 3D platformers, and that's not like wearing 3D goggles, but like Crash Bandicoot,
Oh, yeah.
Spyro, Jack and Daxter.
I would love to see like a good, not like what was that? There was a, I know a non-Naughty Dog Jak and Daxter came out on PSP, but it just never grabbed me. I really wanted to like that game too, but I just want to see like a focused platformer like Jak and Daxter that a developer just takes a lot of time to develop, like Sly Cooper. Like Sly Cooper is a great example of that. I want to see more stuff like Sly Cooper. You know,
There are some sins to rectify from the last Bubsby 3D game.
a new Bubsy.
Yeah.
How about a Rocksteady Bubsy?
All right.
Detecting heavy flamer units and their conveniently exposed fuel tanks.
Yeah, Ratchet and
the guy that
Clank's
killed me
turning
last
into
time.
a animated film, which will be cool. I would play a new Ratchet and Clank game. I say this all the time. I'd play a new Ratchet and Clank game every year.
Yeah.
Like classic Tony Hawk every year. Just give me new levels with the revert and manual and that bag of tricks, and I'll play those. Yeah, it's weird seeing the missteps that series made on that yearly basis, because they kept thinking like, we got to make it new. It's got to be different.
Yeah. We got to let you get off the board.
That mentality really kind of screwed up some series. Banjo-Kazooie would be great to come back in a traditional sense, although I really liked Nuts and Bolts too. Yeah, and where the hell is Chrono Trigger?
I'm still holding the controller up to the microphone.
That's it.
Is it
Yeah,
just
I mean,
like how your
Squaresoft
muscles are
has
molded now?
Yeah,
Like-
once it gets intense, I pull it up to my neck. I mean, Square Enix. I mean, they own Chrono Trigger. It's not like some weird license that they just don't own, right?
Right.
You know, so it's like they.
But
can
it's
do more with
Sakaguchi
it.
who left and went to Mistwalker.
Ah, yeah.
But at the same time, if I was at that company and I looked at our catalog of games, I'd be like, who do I need to slap? Why has
Yeah.
this been dead for 15 years?
Where do I need to put this bag of money?
Where are we gonna make this right now? Man, Killer Instinct, I know everybody wants that to come back, but do they really?
Yes, they do.
Jason?
Yes, they do.
Jason's our fighting game guy, and he really wants a new Killer Instinct.
I really gotta hand it to him.
Could that have like the coming back kind of like when Street Fighter 4 came out, like everybody was really excited about kind of the classic rebirth, or does it need to be like a whole new,
Like a reboot, a Killer Instinct reboot.
yeah, should it be classic styled Killer Instinct, or do they need to go in a new direction?
Well, I don't think Street Fighter 4 was like really reinvented at all. Like
No, but
I
it's
think
like they went
refined the
classic,
gameplay,
they
but-
went with the same art
Yeah, yeah.
style.
Objective complete.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I think you got to stay true to what Killer Instinct was, and that was just like over the top, like dial-up combos. I don't know, the game was pretty fun, dude. But yeah, don't just take the characters and make a brand new like 3D engine or some crap like that.
Make it work with Kinect.
No. That's what I do not want.
I just hope this new C4.
So what do you guys think Nintendo needs to do to really get the Wii U up and running again?
Play Blood Dragon.
Release some
Blood
exclusive
Dragon.
games.
Exclusive games, but let's go back to the earlier conversation. Is Mario and Zelda and Metroid enough?
The
It's been
Wii,
doing great for a while. I mean,
the Wii for me kind of became my Nintendo player as it was. Like, I played the Galaxies and the Metroids and the Zeldas on it, and I don't know if that was a good model for them, but I mean, I guess that's what it would take. Like, maybe the Wii U just needs to become that again, where it just has great Nintendo games, and that's kind of all I play on it, you know? Although I genuinely do like the Wii U hardware, and I like the idea of having a second screen in my lap, you know? And I want to see someone do something cool with it. Like, I want to see a game that uses, like, the map really well on the second screen or something like that. Like, I think there's opportunities to make cool, like, traditional games, but, you know, obviously it's pretty early, so no one's done anything yet with it.
Yeah, someone, I just missed your name. The chat is going by way too fast, said new IPs, and I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, I can see
and that's
that.
what I'm talking about. Like, Disney has found new life through Pixar and CG animation, you know, that whole movement now, you know, Tangled, I don't know if you saw that. That was actually a
I like
pretty
Tangled.
decent movie in that traditional Disney sense, but with the modern sensibilities of what Pixar has, and that, but Pixar is the one who's driving like new IPs that have staying power. Cars, Monsters, all that stuff, Incredibles, like those could go on for decades, and I would watch those movies.
Way to dial it
But that's what Nintendo needs to do. They have their Mickey Mouses and their Donald Ducks and their classic ensemble, but I would like to see those talented teams get the chance to do new, and not just trying to reinvent the old.
I was kind of thinking about the other day, the idea of like Retro, their new unannounced game. Hopefully we'll hear about it soon. I wonder if they're working on something original. Like that would be really cool.
But what did they do last time? They did Donkey Kong Country Returns?
Yeah, they did Metroid, Donkey Kong Country.
And those Kirby games are great, but
it would be. I'm saying it would be cool if their announcement was something entirely original that Retro came up with on their own.
Have we seen the Gatling gun in action here?
Oh, you got to hold it down. Just hold it down.
Yeah.
Listen. Hold it down and listen.
I'm gonna turn it up.
That's pretty great.
That's beautiful.
If anyone ever shoots a Gatling gun like that in real life, you have to do that.
Oh, you have to.
It's a requirement.
Now that I've heard that, I'm sort of surprised that that's not in every game. Still loving this music.
Blankman 0690 points out that Cars 1 and 2 were decent movies, but they are one of the biggest franchises now for merchandising. Like it's almost like a new Hot Wheels brand. Like that's going to live on. Like they have their own end cap or half an aisle at Target. Like that series might live on longer than any of those. And it's not about merchandising or stuff like that. That's a happy outcome from what happened, but it's about reach and staying power and level of interest people have first and foremost.
He sounds like he's in pain when he's doing
this. Is it pain or just like this kicks so much ass?
Yeah, I'm not getting the this kicks so much ass vibe, I guess.
I mean, it vibrates pretty violently. So.
Oh, that's great.
Don't throw stuff at me.
Can you middle finger while holding the Gatling gun?
I don't think so. Let's see. Oh gosh, I'm out of ammo.
Speaking of which, I saw you do something before. You did like the devil horns, and there was like electricity.
That's when you level up, I think.
Oh, awesome! I was gonna say do that on command, but apparently there's some prep work.
That never gets old.
Shut up, alarm. Did he ask you to turn on?
Getting shot at.
From the helicopter?
I don't know who's shooting. Someone is.
Yeah, it's a helicopter. Stupid helicopter. Alright.
Long live Pinocchio. I don't know why I think that's funny. That's a great comment. Speaking of Pinocchio, Once Upon a Time is actually a pretty good show.
You shut up. That show got terrible after a while. Like this past season.
I'm just your everyday.
What was the first few episodes?
I don't know. It was actually really good. There was some cool plot twists and stuff.
It's got the guy that does the voice of Gabriel in Castlevania.
Oh, really?
He plays Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh yeah, that dude.
Yeah,
no,
seriously.
For the most part, it's pretty good. But no, there was a point this
Protect the engineer.
current season where I'm just like, all right, this is dumb. I'm done with this. They tased a guy that was made of wood. He's made of wood. You can't tase somebody who's made of wood, right? I don't think electricity.
I mean, you
works
can.
that
I just
way.
don't think anything happens.
All right.
I don't know, dude. That's kind of playing with my brain. Like, wouldn't it start on fire?
Something.
That'd hurt a lot. It'd probably be even worse.
I'm still mad about that episode. Apparently.
I should blog about it. So someone brought up Nintendo should just make Pokemon full 3D game for Wii U. That would sell systems.
Yeah, that is a good point, actually. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
I wonder if maybe the sort of Band-Aid solution to that is to port X and Y, like have it be able to communicate with the DS version, kind of like Monster Hunter,
Be awesome. Yeah, we talk about that all the time, actually, in the office, like what Nintendo needs to do.
Oh, they're going to say
And
3D Pokemon.
Someone always brings up 3D Pokemon. Yeah,
and his name is always Hanson.
Poor Hanson. He'll never get what he wants. I wouldn't want a Pokemon MMO. I just want a Pokemon RPG on my, traditional Pokemon on my console.
Yeah, I still like Pokemon as a single-player experience,
You could have Stadium be the online component.
Right.
It's already made for you, Nintendo. Just make it.
Like literally, isn't there like a fan-made Pokemon MMO?
Or Game Freak, or who runs it now?
The
Company?
Pokemon Company, which is,
Right.
you know, Game Freak's part of that whole shebang.
Pokemon and Skyrim. Oh, that's dirty talk. Oh.
That's some sexy fan fiction right there.
God, that'd be great.
I hate being on fire, just in general. Fire cry in life, it's terrible.
Nice.
Boom. Get
So
out
you
of
get
here.
an achievement if you headshot everyone. Every type of enemy.
Oh,
Not every enemy you ever face. Like you didn't fail it
every
already.
single. It's like you're playing for like 5 minutes. You're like, oh, I gotta start over. All right, where am I going here? I just gotta kill people, I guess.
I just want to ask people in the chat, just a one-word answer, yes or no. Do you have a Wii U?
Your answer will be disqualified if you do more than one word.
I'm going to say the majority says no.
Looks about right. Somebody said asterisk, no.
No qualifiers.
I'll tell you what, I'm not in a huge rush to buy a Wii U, but there are, you know, more than a handful of games that I want to buy for the Wii U. Can we have them just stop doing hardware? They can still do their 3DS stuff. That's cool.
Take it to Sega Path.
I don't like that talk.
I don't know, man. I would love to see. I mean, they have so many fucking.
It's like telling Willy Wonka to stop making candy.
Or maybe they just stick to handhelds, maybe?
That's what I'm saying. Stick
Yeah.
to handhelds.
Is that what you're saying?
And,
Yeah.
bring out their big guns. Put it out on both, you know, Sony and Microsoft's platforms. You wouldn't play a Mario like a proper Mario.
It would
Xbox
feel
right
very
now?
strange. It would feel bizarre.
I think we'd be okay. I think we'd get over it.
I think we'd live. I mean, we got over Sonic on a Nintendo console. So.
I don't know.
I learned that during the war. We didn't have what it took to win.
I honestly think Willy Wonka's a real person.
Okay.
I think he's like a 118-year-old
I'm
man
not gonna,
who's just like,
I'm not gonna.
he
tell
opens
you
his
it's not.
mouth and vomits the new candy and they just bag it. and
Like
put
the
it in
Wonka
stores.
Company.
Yeah.
Like the mediocre.
Or
Well, they do
Slurm
sweet.
from Futurama.
They do sweet tar jelly beans. So.
Rest in peace, Futurama.
Yeah, I was watching Tosh last night. You know how he always signs off with a canceled show, and he was like, "Futurama, for real this time?"
This game gets pretty profane, by the way, people who are watching the stream. There's some words they say that
I already half dropped an F-bomb.
Oh, there's other ones that I have not seen in video games before.
Really? They make up new ones?
No.
Okay.
They just combine them for interesting combinations.
Oh, I see.
No.
Kind of like a recipe system in an RPG.
I like this.
But shoot me with fire. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
We've seen the C word.
Okay, yeah, that's the one.
Okay. We had to bleep that out of a replay once.
Really?
Yeah. Sopranos.
Did we air that part? I don't think we did.
No, it was blurred. But we aired it.
It happened.
Well, there you go. It's been in video games before.
I feel like it was in Grand Theft Auto, probably. Or The Getaway. You guys remember that game? It was probably in that game.
Someone's asking, Reiner, what are your thoughts on the recently revealed failed Mega Man X reboot? That was that 3D one. It reminded me of that Bomberman game that came out on Xbox 360 for launch.
360,
Bomberman X Zero, or
I think it's Act Zero, right? Is that right?
I didn't say Axe.
Is it Act? No, Act, like
Yeah,
ACT.
that's what I said.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying. I don't know what you were saying. I'm playing Blood Dragon.
Yeah, so I was just like, ugh. That was my initial reaction to what I saw.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Mega Man X fan, but I was kind of the same. It's like, I don't know about that. I mean, it probably would have been, it kind of was sort of a Metroid-y formula, so it might have been interesting. But as far as like the aesthetics and the, like,
It's like there's that realistic render of Mario on the internet. That's the same reaction I had. It's like, ugh, I don't want to see that character done like that in that art style.
yeah.
You know what, Sloan? Your Omega Force is an Omega first.
Oh, did you hear that? The C word is cookie. Pebbles.
Cookies.
We don't like to say that on air because then we get hungry.
All right, we got 15 minutes left. Any more questions? Anything people want to discuss?
What are you talking about, Slow?
Blood Dragon is awesome. You should all play it. That's all I'll say. Play it now.
Yeah, double birds.
Look what he's doing.
Yeah, this will speed him up.
All right.
Give him some motivation.
This is my take on this, by the way, and I wanted to lead into with this, but I forgot about it. It kind of reminds me of what Duke Nukem was. What was great about it? Mm-hmm. It's kind of a new kind of take, like a new kind of Duke Nukem.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
And you'll get that more and more as you play, and the humor intensifies as you go along. There's some really great stuff coming up. Really great stuff.
Then it's lights out for Sloan.
Yeah, I would say Kyle on the story missions is about halfway through the game.
Oh wow, so yeah, it's really not too long. That's fine, I like short games.
I haven't played Monaco yet. I watched some people play it and I was like, what the hell is this? And they're like, it's really good, you should play it. It takes a while to get used to, but I just haven't had time. I know Gearbox wants to make more, but I'm not sure after what happened what the status is on a new Duke Nukem.
I mean, the game sold pretty well, right? Despite the sort of critical backlash.
Yeah, it's like people going to see Battlefield Earth, though.
Sure, yeah. I've actually watched that movie all the way through.
Justice League movie rumors? I can't really talk about that. I have some friends that are working on it, and I know what's going on. So, sorry.
Oh, cool. So what's happening?
I know exactly
what
what's
happens in
happening.
the end of the Justice League movie is basically.
Sorry, I can't talk about that.
They save the day.
Superheroes show up, stuff happens. All right, let's see. Oh, I gotta go back over here. Do I have to
Any
go
tips
underwater?
for working in game journalism? Yeah, actually. You know, I used to have a canned response that I would send people, but it's not really relevant anymore, just because the field has changed so much with blogging and you know, video journalism is a big thing too on YouTube and stuff like that. The one thing I'll say is write as much as you can. Try to find some of these community-driven blogs and sites that are fairly successful. Try to get your foot in the door. You know, communicate with writers on Twitter. You know, I'm always talking to people. There are a lot of people in the industry that talk to people. I've become friends with a lot of people who just started out as average gamers and ended up getting jobs just because they communicated with people in the industry. So do those things, and then obviously play as many games as you can. That's the best thing. You can learn how to write, but you know, through time, like I'm still learning how to write after 20 years. But game knowledge is so critical, and having that wealth of knowledge, that's something you can't just pick up overnight, or you know, learn where to put a comma or a period. You know, that's just something you got to accrue as you age and as new generations come along. You want to have that knowledge base of what came before.
My story that I always tell as far as getting into game journalism goes is when I was sort of starting, trying to get my name out there and stuff, I went to Metacritic and I looked. They have a list of every site that submits scores to Metacritic. I went down that list, and if there was contact information on that website, I emailed them and asked them if I could write for them. And I just wrote for anyone who would accept my words. If you had a contact section on your website, I probably sent you an email at some point asking you if I could write.
Majari Mojo's asking me how to comma, and he did it right. Reiner, comma. How do I comma?
Did you fall into a comma?
He did it right.
Couldn't wake up?
He already knows. He knows what the matrix is. Someone said, wait, repeat that sentence, Kyle.
Did you fall into a comma and never wake up? That's not my own. That's from Comedy Bang Bang. So.
All right, Kyle. Let's end this mission. Finish this mission.
Yeah, stab that dude.
Yeah.
Is that like Scott Stapp?
Yeah. Been working on that for years. It's a very relevant impersonation. A lot of people still talk about Creed. That's the band, right? Or are we talking about the character from The Office? Why am I stuck in this corner?
Game
What's
Informer
going on?
does.
Go away! Go away!
That's the wrong comma there, Dark Singer. We do have interns. Matt Miller handles all that stuff. If you're interested in becoming a Game Informer intern, email him at miller@gameinformer.com.
Get out of that boat.
we had some pretty good discussions here.
Yeah, I think so.
We talked about Nintendo extensively, which I didn't expect during a Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon playthrough.
I know you think blood and dragons, you're like Nintendo. That those two just go hand in hand. Do I know good weapons? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Why am I not using this already?
You're just gonna drop a mine there? Oh, okay. Boom!
There we go.
And to your left. And then we'll take a look at some high-level weapons on my save. How do we feel about Darksiders being purchased by Nordic Games? That's a good question. I'm a little worried. I kind of like their approach that they're going to find the right fit to make the games, if they can. So it just doesn't mean they're just going to put it out on iOS or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure, yeah. I'm happy it's still alive.
Yeah,
you know?
it has a new home.
I really like that series a lot.
It's good. I do too.
I literally just punched the reactor.
Doc, I made it. But Benji didn't.
I'm sorry, Rex.
Thoughts on North Dakota?
No, Doc.
What, it's flat?
It's kind of near us, I guess.
Yeah, it's close. It's a place people go to live.
Somebody asked if we're going to be streaming the Xbox event. No, I don't think we are.
I think we will have a embed
link
of it. We're not
to-
going to have our own video channel, but
Right.
we should have the official Xbox
Are you doing okay after
feed,
that
I think.
EMP surge?
I love that they do those over the actual Xbox Live.
Oh, like on the consoles?
Yeah, that's really cool.
All right, nice work, Kyle. Let's end your playthrough here. What do you
Boom.
think? What are your thoughts as I'm going to load up my save here?
It's pretty great. It's pretty hilarious. A lot of explosions. I mean, it feels like Far Cry, but different enough from Far Cry that it's definitely its own thing. And I am excited to play more. I am not so disappointed that I'll have to restart with my own gamer tag. You know? So that's a good thing.
And let's see if I can get out of here.
But yeah, definitely the humor was probably the thing that I took away most from that, because otherwise, you know, it felt like Far Cry, which is fine. That's a good thing. Far Cry's a fun game, but like the thing that really makes me want to go back and see more of it is the jokes. I like jokes.
Yeah, and you're going to get some amazing jokes as it goes on. Like I said, my favorite moment of the year is toward the end of the game. And there's going to be some minor spoilers here with one of the weapons that I'm going to try to avoid using. But you'll see something and you know, just kind of take it for what it is.
I actually kind of have a funny
Let's
story
do it.
about this question.
What was the question?
If Game Informer takes freelance writers.
You could read it.
I don't know. I didn't. I just wanted to point to it so that no one would know what I'm talking about, and then the readers would get excited.
Okay.
But I actually, years before I started working here, I called the offices to ask if Game Informer would accept freelance writers, and the people down here connected me to Andy, and I actually talked to him for a few minutes, and then like years later, I came in to interview, and I mean, he didn't remember. But I just like accidentally randomly called Andy to ask if they took freelance writers.
So here's the sniper rifle, which you level up, and it's just...
Whoa, that's explosive.
Whoa, oh, you are destroying that
Holy
rock.
crap.
Yeah, it's amazing.
All right.
Do you even have to aim for the head with that thing?
This is the flamethrower. You can't actually upgrade this one. But
That looks a lot like the standard.
Yep, it's a lot of fun in this game. And yeah, like I said, there's just always going to be enemies that kind of come by here. But that gets pretty powerful. And then let me go to a base here. Whoa,
Oh, you still got
wait
some places
no,
to
no,
knock
this
out.
isn't right.
Is this not your save?
No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I was going to say I wasn't firing quick shots, so let's see where my save is.
Yeah, look, there were 2 saves when I started up, and the third slot was empty. So,
Well, maybe the auto save?
Cal deleted it.
Yeah, I don't think I actually did
I
a lot
think
of
I did. I really
proper-
genuinely don't think I over deleted over your save, because I made sure to go into an empty slot.
But I'm done with the game, so I wouldn't be too upset.
Okay.
Just a couple days of overtime. That's all you have to put in. All right, let's see here.
What's my gaming snack of choice? I don't know if I really have a gaming snack.
Okay, there we go. So this is my end game, yeah. Yeah, so this is just a murdering machine now. And let's see what we got here. Sniper rifle.
Can we see Kroll? Is that Kroll that I saw?
Look, now I got rapid fire.
jeez.
So you saw how that was kind of cool that we actually loaded up that other one. This just devastates blood dragons. Like, you can annihilate them in
Blood dragons.
Do they just pop up
No
everywhere,
time.
or are they kind of like story-specific blood dragon situations?
Here's the 4-barrel shotgun. They pop up in certain areas, and they are story-based as well.
My favorite book is
I'm
probably
out of ammo on this, so I can't shoot it, but let me get some ammo.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, there's a blood dragon down here. You're
Oh,
what?
there's someone asked me what my favorite book was.
Okay. Look at this. Explosive rounds.
You don't even need to aim with any of this stuff. You're not even a sniper rifle, it seems like.
Look at that fire. Let's see what else we got. Let me change out some weapons here. So yeah, here are all the weapons. I'm not going to go down there. That's the one don't look at. But here, I can go in and show you, see you have all these different upgrades.
Okay.
And you buy these. So that's what the money's for. And then these you can't. These you can't upgrade. These 3 you can't upgrade.
Okay. Oh, you can't do anything to the bow?
Correct. So let's put the pistol in. And here's the pistol.
Yeah.
And just, you can see how it's
Just a machine. It's just an SMG now at this point.
It's like RoboCop's holding it. Not a lot of give on it. Which is very cool. And these guys are fighting a blood dragon. Looks like it's upstairs.
Oh, there's a blood dragon in here?
Yeah. I think. I'm not so sure though. It might be outside. But yeah, you can see I liberated everything, so that's all filled up. And they might have taken him down. No, they're not that good. There he is. So that arrow on the, where'd it go? Did you see it?
Oh, the yellow? There you go.
There he is.
Yeah, so their colors must dictate like how their sort of their personalities, I guess. Jesus.
Yeah, so that's their alert status. And look at how much damage I've taken off that thing already.
That's so dumb. I love it.
Like the part where they blow up.
Let's, how should we finish? I don't want to show that weapon.
I think Tim eats all the celery here at Game Informer.
I do too.
He just covers the celery for.
Tim and I eat more vegetables than probably anybody at Game Informer. So their weak spot is under their belly.
Kind of like Wario Land for Game Boy.
And you can just kind of see how they're fighting other enemies here.
You really want to try to use them to your advantage. Like, that's usually the situation that you're in, right? You kind of want to use them.
Yeah, sometimes. Look at him, he's eating that guy. And there he goes.
He literally blows up.
So let's end our stream there with the death of a blood dragon turning into a blueberry. Look at this. That's blood dragon blood.
That
Blood
is
dragon blood.
Purplesaurus Rex.
Purplesaurus Rex. Huh. All right, well, thanks for watching, everyone. That was a good time. I always like discussing games with you guys. You're a good community, with the exception of a couple people that are making fun of our intelligence and our lack of hair. So thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you next week, hopefully on Tuesday, but we might shuffle it if we find there's a better game. So thanks again. See you next time.
Okay, bye.
Do you have a song? Your closing out song?
Turn down the volume. See you guys later.